Hey guys, this is Megan, and this is my video discussion 2 for week 1. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about was the minimally counterintuitive fairy tales for grown-ups, which comes out of the Bloomsbury Comic Studies, the superhero comics book. I'm holding it so I know what I'm talking about. Anyway. It starts on page 19, looks like. Oh, I have my glasses, so I can't really see. Anyway, this little section I found particularly interesting because it just talks about how there's kind of one central theme or type of superpower that kind of sets apart superheroes from just like our regular world, and makes them minimally counterintuitive. So it's more relatable in a way. And one of the things that they discuss that I actually want to use as my kind of comment / question is in the very first paragraph on page 19, the author writes specifically, members of different cultures produce similar stories not because they share a collective unconscious, but because they share similar brains. And that was kind of following a statement about cross-cultural regularities. And so the thing that came to my mind when I read that, and just being in the mindset of myth and even mythic media, not even just present day, but even historically. I know if you guys ever watched the show Ancient Aliens, and one of the things that I love that they do is comparing symbols across cultures and across various parts of the world. And so at times they bring up these similar kind of mythic theology that also at times they argue is not a myth, because these cultures, in China and in South America, they have dragons or images of dragons. So this myth must be based in reality. And that concept is kind of what I want to ask you is, do you think that that supports this idea of people sharing similar brains? Like, do we have this idea of ancient myth as, whether it be, aliens or dragons, take your pick. Is it because we share similar brains that cultures from other sides of the world kind of have the same ideas about those types of things? And is that why cultures across the world can be appealed to through something like the minimally counterintuitive superhero that can be pan-cultural? And or do you think there's more truth than myth in ancient history, and are you averse to the idea of, oh, well, we have similar brains, so that's how we create these similar myths, or that's how these similar myths appeal to us? I don't know if that question made sense, but let me know your thoughts on that, and let me know your thoughts on the way that we view our current superheroes that seem more like us, and kind of fit into our reality with the exception of their one type of power. I want to know your thoughts on that. So sorry if that wasn't super clear. It made a lot of sense in my head. So I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys think.